Thank you for joining us for this look at some of the best stories from KPBS News this week. I'm Jacob Ayer. Coming up, demolition of the San Onofre domes. Work begins on dismantling the iconic landmarks. Plus, Encanto's Graffiti Gardens. Meet the artist who's sharing his knowledge of street art. And Waymo is coming to San Diego. See how first responders are learning to share the road with driverless taxis. We're wrapping up a year that's brought stress to many Latino immigrant and mixed-status families. The holidays can offer a bit of relief, but some traditions this year are being disrupted. KPBS health reporter Heidi DeMarco says heightened immigration enforcement is changing how and if families celebrate at all.
During the holidays, Latino communities are usually filled with music, dancing, and tradition. Christmas is a time for food, faith, and family. But this year, many immigrant families say the season feels different. Fear has replaced celebration. Gloria Sanchez is an undocumented immigrant from Sinaloa, Mexico. She's 49 years old and has lived in the U.S. for 25 years. KPBS is protecting her identity because of her fear of deportation.
Bonita la Navidad, aunque triste por todo lo que está pasando, pero uno se da el ánimo. Yo me he topado inmigración.
She's had close calls with immigration, and by the grace of God, she says, she's still here. She rarely leaves her house. And she's not alone. A recent KFF New York Times survey found that 63% of likely undocumented immigrants have avoided traveling this year, worried about drawing attention to their status.
Ahorita salimos a la casa y no sabemos si vamos a regresar. O sea, realmente no sabemos.
Her husband is a gardener and is also undocumented. She says the thought of losing him is devastating.
Él ha sido el sostén de esta casa. Imagínate.
He's the one who supports the household. If they deport him, she says, their family will fall apart. She says the isolation weighs on her.
Sí me siento frustrada, estresada, a veces me da depresión. A veces yo no quiero ni salir, ni comer.
She says her dogs are what bring her joy, easing her stress, and keeping her company during long days inside. Still, she tries. She says she finally found the motivation to decorate her home. Faith remains central to her life, especially now. But even the simplest traditions feel risky this year. The Day of the Virgen de Guadalupe is one of the most important religious celebrations in Mexican culture. Traditionally, families gather for early morning mass, music, prayer, and gratitude.
Me voy a arriesgar.
It's a risk she's willing to take. It's 4:30 in the morning when Sanchez arrives at the church. Inside, incense fills the air. Mariachis sing and praise. Aztec dancers' feet drum against the floor. And prayers ripple through the pews. Sanchez raises her hands and prays.
Dale gracias a mi Dios y a mi Virgen que me ha cuidado, me ha protegido.
It's really important for the people to come here because they feel like it's a little bit of part of their tradition, their pueblito.
Hung Win is a priest at Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish in Barrio Logan. He says Sanchez's fear is shared by many in his congregation.
We don't know whom to trust. I mean, people are fearful that their neighbors might turn them into immigration. And so the people are carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety.
He says attendance is down.
People are afraid to come. For sure, here in our parish, we've seen a decrease in mass attendance on Sundays.
He estimates the parish has lost about 300 members due to immigration raids. But for those who do make it inside, he says faith offers relief.
Forgot about immigration raids, forgot about all these things that they're struggling with, and people just being joyful. People are celebrating their faith, their expressions, and the people giving thanks to Our Lady of Guadalupe.
Traditions beyond the church have also changed. In many Latino and Mexican immigrant families, tamales are made and shared during Christmas gatherings. Fernando Leon sells Oaxacan tamales in Barrio Logan. He says sales are down this year. People are afraid. Many are saving money in case something happens. Sanchez says she won't be cooking or celebrating the way she used to.
De regalos, olvídate, que yo ando en las tiendas, no. Con que tengamos vida y salud, más que suficiente.
Hope persists for Sanchez and many others. They're holding on to the life they built in a place they call home. Heidi DeMarco, KPBS News.
There are many reasons why people may feel extra stress around the holidays. KPBS Midday Edition talked with a therapist about coping strategies. You can listen now at kpbs.org/midday edition or wherever you get your podcasts. Something will be missing from I-5 road trips in the years ahead. The two domes at San Onofre are being demolished. Alexander Nguyen has a behind-the-scenes look at the latest step in closing the old nuclear power plant.
For the past 5 years, crews have been taking apart the San Onofre nuclear plant, piece by piece.
And we've removed about 400,000.
Gone are the auxiliary buildings. Now, all that remains are the iconic domes, which have been a San Diego landmark since the early 1980s.
You know where you are when you see these domes.
But their days are numbered too.
Probably around, say, November, December of next year.
Ron Pontes is the general manager for site closure at San Onofre. He says prep work for the demolition of the domes is already underway. But there won't be a dramatic implosion. Instead, crews will use excavators to slowly tear them down.
Those large excavators will work around the outside of the building. They'll pound away at the building in like 6 to 8 foot lifts, if you will. The building will actually, the weight of the building will actually fall down, if you will.
Pontes says that's safer than implosion because it reduces the risk of releasing nuclear radiation.
Early in this business of demolishing these plants, there was some use of explosives to bring down buildings, and that generates a lot of dust.
He says crews take a lot of precautions to ensure dust from the demolition doesn't pollute the air. Around the site, there are several air quality monitors, and crews break down concrete chunks into rubble inside these tents.
The tent that you see right here is connected to the building, and it's also under negative pressure. So as that rubble is removed from the inside of the building to the tent and handled to be placed inside gondola cars, it too is being controlled so that there's not an uncontrolled release of radioactivity at all.
Once the domes are demolished, the only thing that will remain will be the seawall, the switchyard, and the dry storage area, and that will remain until the federal government decides what to do with it.
This houses all the spent nuclear fuel that we produced while we were operating units 1, 2, and 3.
The federal government has yet to approve a site for disposing of San Onofre's nuclear waste.
It's a national problem. The U.S. government was supposed to start picking up fuel from our commercial reactors in 1998, and now it's almost 2026.
Pontes expects the domes to be fully demolished by the end of 2027. Alexander Nguyen, KPBS News.
Right next to San Onofre sits Camp Pendleton. That's where thousands of armed forces are training for an upcoming deployment. KPBS military reporter Andrew Dyer spent a day on the ground with the 1st Marine Division.
On land, sea, and air, Camp Pendleton's 1 Marine Expeditionary Force is getting units ready for deployment. The annual exercise Steel Night this year will certify the 5th Marine Regiment for a rotational deployment to Darwin, Australia. There, the Marine Air Ground Task Force will be ready to respond to anything in the Indo-Pacific.
What we're going for is creating hard, realistic training for the Marines.
First Lieutenant Caleb Corhorn is the weapons platoon commander for Cherokee Company, 1st Battalion, 5th Marines. His platoon is working today at K2 Combat Town on Camp Pendleton.
Thinking back to what happened in the evacuation of Kabul in 2021, the chaos that ensued there, there's an attempt to replicate the same sort of stressors that Marines saw 4 years ago.
To recreate the events, Marines have secured an embassy and stand guard as protesters, actors bussed in by the Marines, put pressure on the guards at the gates. Navy Captain Garfield Cross is the 1st Marine Division surgeon. All the medics in the Marines are Navy corpsmen, and Cross is here to see how they handle a mass casualty event. He says they're among the best battlefield medics.
They are amazing. They are our strongest asset, to be honest. They are an extension of their physician. They go where we can't go. And they do the things that we can't or are not available to do.
Realism is everything during Steel Night. The Marines are living in the field. After securing the embassy overnight, they were able to sleep indoors.
Some in sleeping bags, some wrapped in a tarp, and then we're all eating MREs.
The exercise was 2 weeks, from December 1st through the 14th. Corhorn and his platoon will move on from the embassy.
And then we're prepared to move to a defensive position later this week. So living conditions will change. We'll be living and fighting out of a hole in the ground that we have dug.
The embassy falls. Corpsmen treat the injured as Marines lead an airborne evacuation. A few miles away at Red Beach, Marines are about to splash into the water from the dock landing ship USS Pearl Harbor. The amphibious landing involves LCACs, short for Landing Craft Air Cushion, and the Corps' new amphibious combat vehicles, or ACVs. It took the Marines more than 20 years to develop and field the ACV, replacing the Vietnam War-era assault amphibious vehicle.
I think it's going well.
Lieutenant Colonel Fred Monday is the commanding officer of the 3rd Assault Amphibian Battalion, which owns all the ACVs on the West Coast. The first deployment of ACVs was pushed back almost 2 years in 2022 after 2 rolled over in high surf off of Camp Pendleton. The vehicle's first operational deployment was in spring 2024.
The battalion right now has 5 elements that are training for deployments, where in the past we were just training for 1. So all the things we learned from, you could argue some missteps years ago where we just didn't know, those have been applied.
Tactical vehicles like the ACV are top-heavy and prone to rollovers. Just days before we spoke with Monday, a Marine at Camp Pendleton was killed in an incident with a tactical vehicle. Citing an ongoing investigation, the Marines won't say what vehicle was involved, only saying it was unrelated to Steel Night. Monday says safety is an important part of planning for any military exercise.
We approach it through 2 lenses. One, there's safety structure that is in place. So think of safety officers, think of safety briefs, think of all the things to make sure that the Marines know what right looks like and what right does not look like.
The regulations are there, but Monday says there's no denying the work they do is dangerous.
The second part is that a tactically proficient crew operates inherently safe in dangerous environments. So we do speak safety, but we speak risk mitigation because that's what we do as warfighters. When we focus primarily on safety alone, we may lose sight of the fact that we are preparing to go to war, but I will stand behind the fact that if you do it to the tactical standard, you are inherently safe.
Almost 3,000 sailors and Marines were part of this year's exercise. Infantry from 1-5, along with other elements of 1 Marine Expeditionary Force, will deploy to Australia sometime next year. Andrew Dyer, KPBS News.
That story was one of our most popular this week at kpbs.org. Here are some others. One of our KPBS Midday Edition segments is generating a lot of conversation online. Why television news in San Diego is shifting to the right. Plus, a city in Imperial Valley sues to force an environmental review of a massive data center project. And the Trump administration signs an updated agreement with Mexico over Tijuana sewage. You can get our most popular list every Friday. Just sign up for our newsletters at kpbs.org. Max Moses is an internationally acclaimed muralist, but he began by spray painting graffiti illegally in New York. KPBS arts reporter Beth Alcamando has this profile of the artist who runs graffiti gardens in Encanto.
There's a reason graffiti artists are called writers. It's because writing your name big and bold is important. It's empowering, it defines who you are, it's your mark on the world and the introduction to your story. Just ask Pose 2, aka Mr. Max Moses.
I started in New York painting subway trains, When I was a kid doing it, people hated it.
Hated it because it wasn't about asking permission. It was done guerrilla style and was often looked upon as vandalism. Moses remembers his first reaction to seeing students painting on canvases in a fine arts class.
I was mad at them because they had safety, you know what I mean? I was like,
I'm getting chased by the police and you in here laughing and painting.
But that was decades ago. Now Moses is an acclaimed artist with murals in Moscow, Dubai, San Diego, and across the U.S. And now he works with both a brush and a spray can.
There's like this certain quietness about painting with a paintbrush. This is loud and boisterous and aggressive.
That was Moses back in 2013 when I first met him.
This is like a brush with air. It's all about like mastering how hard you press, how soft you press, how close you are, the type of cap that you have on. Like what I just did is a fat cap, so it's naturally spraying wide, you know?
His love for graffiti led him to create a unique art space.
It's sitting in the heart of southeastern San Diego, and Graffiti Gardens is this sanctuary of art for artists and art lovers.
Moses found the space during COVID.
I love to paint big, and I was like going to people and asking them, can I paint their wall? I'm so tired of asking people, can I paint their wall? Like, I need my own place to just paint. And so my mentor told me about this place, and the landlord showed me this location. I was like, whoa, this is awesome. She was showing me the inside, and I was like, no, I don't want to rent that spot. I just want to rent the walls.
Walls begging for his bold colors and dynamic lines. But finding large canvases is a challenge, so the art that grows at Graffiti Gardens is ever changing.
They always change, and we do events where we invite artists from other parts of the city or other cities to come and just change and transform the place all at one time.
Accepting the impermanence of his art may come from his early roots tagging as a kid in New York.
Coming from the whole graffiti movement, like, you know, you're out in the street and you're painting, and then you know how you have people that may not like you so much, and then they go over what you do. Like once it's out in the street, it doesn't belong to you anymore, and it's just a release. So I try to keep that same mentality of just like, yo, it's done, it's released, it's out there, because I'm still alive, I can create some more.
Moses lives to create. So in addition to painting murals on the outdoor walls, he has an indoor studio where he creates smaller works on canvas.
It's like that first layer of painting, it's like almost like scrubbing it in.
He also teaches and will host a 2-day workshop next month.
We're doing this thing called Graffiti and Beyond, which is like teaching you like the basic forms of graffiti as an art form and how it's grown in the culture that it comes from, but then also mural making, because it's important. How do you scale up a drawing and take it to the next level?
Moses is always looking to take it to the next level. So it was difficult when Graffiti Gardens was flooded last January during the heavy storms, and he couldn't work for months.
It's kind of biblical, right? It's like after the flood, and then it's like, all right, bang, it's like almost like a cleansing of like, yo, what's gonna take place next? So we're resilient. I personally have a lot of resilience in my being, you know, being an entrepreneur. Like you have to just have that, you know, and be able to face the trials and tribulations and move forward. And that's what makes us stronger, makes us more assertive and strong and beautiful.
You can't see the beauty of Graffiti Gardens from the street. In fact, there isn't even a sign to advertise its existence. But you can find this oasis of art at 6785 Imperial Avenue, right at the edge of the San Diego Black Arts and Culture District. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.
If you want more local arts and culture, check out the KPBS podcast, The Finest. You can listen to the whole first season now and get ready for season 2 in the new year. You can hear all the episodes at kpbs.org/thefinest or wherever you get your podcasts. Being a foreign student in the United States has become more challenging as the Trump administration clamps down on legal immigration. KPBS video journalist Matthew Bowler says a new group of California and Baja universities is stepping up to assist students who look to study north of the border.
It's a quiet time of year at the campus of the Universidad Autónoma de Baja California, or UABC. It's the end of the semester, and most of the UABC's 28,000 students are done with their final exams. Valeria Buelna got her international relations bachelor's degree here, but after that, she had trouble finding anywhere in Baja California to go for guidance.
I finally went and I graduated from my master's. However, it was difficult. I made mistakes.
That's why she's excited to work for the new Education USA office on the campus of the UABC, helping students so they don't make the same mistakes she did. Education USA is a U.S. State Department network that helps foreign students study at American universities. Earlier this year, they reportedly furloughed most of their domestic staff. Even with these challenges, Education USA still has 400 offices worldwide, with 16 of them in Mexico. The latest office is on the campus of the UABC and serves both Baja California and Baja Sur students.
These are students who are important for the Cali-Baja region, all of them. And this is a very integrated region, has a lot of potential, so advising these students is fundamental for the center.
Education USA is just one part of a larger effort to increase student and professor mobility between the United States and Mexico. UC San Diego's Dr. Rafael Fernandez de Castro is director of the school's Center for U.S.-Mexican Studies.
We want more Mexicans coming into San Diego, into California, and also more Californians and Americans to coming into Mexico. It's both ways.
Fernandez de Castro leads the new Cali-Baja Higher Education Consortium, or CHEC. It's an international alliance between California and Baja universities, domestic leaders, educational and research organizations, with the common goal of increasing cross-border mobility of students and professors. The Association of International Educators reports international students contribute $6.3 billion to California's economy alone. Fernandez de Castro says this new consortium is a local California effort that combats the increasing polarization in Washington, D.C.
So we're taking agency. This is local. This is go local. There's turmoil in the capitals. Let's go local, and that's why we're launching this consortium of higher education in Cali-Baja.
Back at the UABC, Buelna looks forward to helping guide Mexican students through their American educational experience.
There is a Cali-Baja region. It's interconnected. And it's going to support students from all over the peninsula. That's why this center is important to me. And I'm just really happy to be the advisor that is going to receive students.
Matthew Buller, KPBS News.
Waymo has made headlines recently with its plans to operate in San Diego. And in recent days, the Governor's Highway Safety Association put out a training video on how first responders should interact with driverless taxis. KPBS reporter Katie Hyson says whether San Diego needs it is under debate.
Waymo is taking what was once futuristic sci-fi and making it nonfiction.
The training teaches first responders what Waymo robo-taxis are, how to disable the self-driving mode, where to find proof of insurance, and where to avoid cutting the cars if they're rescuing someone from inside. Waymo announced plans to expand to San Diego next year, starting with downtown. But they need permits. And last month, the Metropolitan Transit System's Taxi Advisory Committee voted to formally protest. Shawnee Rivera chairs the committee.
That poses what I consider an existential threat to those who earn a living either driving a taxi cab or even driving rideshare. I also believe it's just the beginning.
They also raised concerns about public safety. Waymo recalled several thousand vehicles last week after they passed stopped school buses in Austin and Atlanta. And debate sparked in San Francisco this fall after Waymo ran over and killed Kit Kat, a beloved bodega cat. Waymo's own research suggests its cars are significantly safer than human drivers. The training presents Waymo as an inevitable future.
Like all great technology, all that number crunching, all that data just fades into the background.
The city of San Diego did not immediately answer whether the training will be required for its first responders. Katie Hyson, KPBS News.
We end the show with a different kind of tech, one that changed the world 122 years ago this week. That's when Orville and Wilbur Wright managed to get their motorized airplane into the air for the first time. KPBS reporter John Carroll attended an anniversary event at the San Diego Air and Space Museum that didn't go quite as planned.
This is an exact replica of the engine the Wright brothers used to power their airplane. This story was supposed to begin with the sound of it firing up, but today the engine decided not to cooperate.
Our first problem this morning was the fuel. We weren't getting enough fuel.
Robert McClure is the supervisor of the museum's machinist shop. He knows this old engine inside and out.
And then we got enough fuel, then we had no ignition, and we couldn't get, something got shorted out, so we had no ignition to fire the fuel off.
The original engine was actually built by the Wright brothers' mechanic machinist Charles Taylor. Museum president and CEO Jim Kidrick says what happened this morning probably happened to Taylor and the Wright brothers many times.
It's really probably indicative of what they experienced many times before that first flight, realizing that first one was only 12 seconds and 120 feet.
Just steps away from the engine, here inside the museum's rotunda, is an exact replica of the airplane that engine powered, the Wright Flyer. And all around it, both here in the rotunda and throughout the museum, other amazing milestones of flight. The Wright brothers' achievement set the world of powered aviation in motion. In 1911, Glenn Curtiss sold the Navy its first airplanes right here in San Diego.
Then we have, on May 20, 1927, Lindbergh crosses the Atlantic solo when people had died trying to do that.
Fun fact, even though Charles Lindbergh's airplane was called the Spirit of St. Louis, it was actually built by Ryan Aircraft in San Diego.
And of course, Amelia Earhart crosses the Atlantic solo 5 years to the day later after Lindbergh. And October 14, 47, we break the sound barrier, and nobody thought that was going to happen. In 1969, we walk on the moon, and we're going to go back to the moon, and I think we'll get to Mars eventually.
From the possible future back to the knowable past and our old friend here, it might not have wanted to start this morning, but
1 year from today, it'll be running.
Quiet this morning, but a piece of machinery that speaks to the ages, the little engine that launched humans into the skies above Earth and space beyond. John Carroll, KPBS News.
We hope you enjoyed this look at KPBS News this week. I'm Jacob Ayer. Thank you for joining us, and happy holidays.